come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive.
It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New England Patriots. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
First carry here. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Now Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Here we go.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on play action. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That second down play nets a -4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
60 license, 60 license.
Off play action, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. The Patriots at 500, 7-7 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 15. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a give, running left is Harris. Down to about the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 45-yard line.
They run again with Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category,
Here we go.
and they're hungry for a win today.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here we go, here we go.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bengal first down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11 empty.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Here we go.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Here we go,
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Bengals drive about to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know The great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On one, right?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Mixing up the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
11, 11, 11.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 3rd down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
Whoa. 11 Palmer. Whoa. 11.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Buying time to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They hand this off to Harris, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now on 2nd and 16, Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. Touchdown, Patriots. John Ross, 42 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they go play action now. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 67 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA.
Here we go.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
11 empty.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackle through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
11 empty.
Play action. It's Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off play action. Jones on the move to his left. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They go play action here on first down. It's brought in by Harris. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Going for it all. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
1-1, ready?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11. 12. 11 coming.
Burrow will throw. And that is taken in by Hurst. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. another try for Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Patriots 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. John Ross with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Pats have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On one, ready?
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. Bulldozes past him. And some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right? Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
11. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. McPherson's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory.